child one chance, just one chance, to come back here and tell the parents and coaches, shut up and no more, this is our game, not yours. And to tell them that they may take our game, but they'll never take our freedom.
We gotta make sure our mics are working. Are mics working?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is the NCAA women's final on today?
Tomorrow
on a Monday? UNC?
Yeah.
Anson Dorrance?
Oh no, he's asking
Well, I'm just talking.
What?
What's he asking?
He's asking who would you like in the final, UNC or UCLA?
UCLA. Because they play better soccer. Sorry, Anson. You just get the top athletes and overwhelm your opponent. They got to shootouts against Stanford the last time they were there, and I was rooting against UNC because they didn't play soccer, and Stanford did, and Stanford won, and that's who needs to win. We need teams to win that actually play the game the right way versus just big, strong, fast, athletic. Thinking matters. That'll be very important to me. Every year, parents are bought and sold by expensive showcases that promise an opportunity to be evaluated and exposed. Jack, you're not switching camera views, by the way.
Sorry.
You redhead. Exposed by college coaches. This sounds great to parents who think that there's an objective process of evaluation or if they are really being looked at all. So the question must be asked, are the showcases exposing your child to said college or university? Is the cost of these showcases worth it? It is not that easy to answer with a simple yes or no. Can it be worth it? Sure. Can it be a waste of money and time? Absolutely. We'll unpack all of this, and I will give you the 3 white lies about these showcase tournaments and tell you the whole truth and nothing but the truth, and I'll give you that truth on this podcast tonight. But my suggestions on what to expect and how to get the most out of your experience. But first, we have a sponsor, finally, a real sponsor. So let's pause for 2 minutes as we play this commercial of our latest sponsor. Are you a frustrated soccer parent? Are you tired of not having your voice be heard? Well, now there's something you can do about it. Introducing the Rap Zap. The Rap Zap is the first rap that has built-in electrical impulses. No more waiting for the car ride home to tell them how they could have done it better. With the Bluetooth technology, you can communicate with your players during the game. Control their movement. Dictate how they play. Reinforce bad play. No more mask wearing that drowns out your voice and spreads the nasty COVID. Don't take it from us. Take it from another satisfied user.
So every time I pull the mask down to scream to my son a direction that he needs, the parents lose their mind. They're like, I'm spreading COVID. So I went on the internet, looked everywhere, and I found it. It's called Rap Zap, and it's amazing. So I can wrap around his waist, and I can use my Rap Zap app, and when he makes a mistake, I can zap him, and it's a light jolt. Does it hurt? No, it doesn't hurt. And I just give him a little zap, and then he knows not to do that again. And if he gets confused, he'll know to look towards me. So when I am screaming through the mask, it might be a little easier for him to hear. So I really love the Rap Zap.
For only $159, this can be yours. Get it today for $159. That's right, $159.
Hello, I'm Dr. Hyalot. I'm the inventor of Rap Zap. But not only am I the inventor of Rap Zap, I'm also the owner of Take You Higher. I have 7 Valley locations. Come see me, and I can help you take you higher. So how does the Rap Zap work? Scientifically explained by me. I'll tell you. The technology is very simple. Your brain can be manipulated through shock therapy. We all know this. So when they make a decision and they're about to form a synapse that stays together and it's binding, we zap it. And when they make another improper decision, they're trying to bind it to their body to keep doing it, you zap it. Zap, zap, zap. And then you're in control. And this will help you be a very successful coach or parent. Best of luck with my invention, the Rap Zap.
Don't wait for the car ride home. Get it today. That's a Rap Zap for $159.
Now, the Rap Zap is the zap that you want. More than anything that you'll ever want, change camera views. I'm bright. So is that better, Jack? We had
Not
changed the
that
lighting.
one. This one's better though.
There we go. We need more money. We need more Rap Zap sponsors. So the Rap Zap is legit. You know, the parents out there, they're all thinking of like, how do we get that? How do we get that? Yeah, exactly, Michael. We need to get those to zap our parents because they're out of control. I had a parent come to me after a game the other day. All right, this is just this crap.
Okay.
Hold on, fix this. Change it to you, Jack. Take over the show. You're so white.
Yeah, I know.
But, so you're sporting Japan, huh?
Yeah. Yes, I
can't
am.
fix your.
That's good. That's good. That's fine.
Is it?
As long as you're good, then yeah, you're good.
Is that better?
Yes. Fix
All
it.
right. We it's a low budget show. If you would like to sponsor this podcast, you can email me at coachcameronpodcast@gmail.com and say, hey, I want to sponsor the podcast, and let's do it because we need money. So in studio, as we all know, El Rojo is with us. How you doing, El Rojo?
Doing good.
Well, how do you feel about the U.S. men's national team out of the World Cup?
Not surprised at all.
So who are you supporting now?
Japan.
Japan! We're supporting Japan, and then if Japan fails to make it through, we have to pick another country. Who are you going to pick? Comment, let us know. Who are you supporting since the U.S. is out? And how do you feel about that? Do you think Greg Berhalter should be fired? He should have been fired a long time ago. Greg Berhalter's the luckiest man on earth. He totally used his brother, who had the job, to manipulate his way to get the job. Nepotism all the way. And then COVID hit, so they didn't fire him then. What's the point? Nothing was happening. He was getting paid to sit at home. And then he finally was shown for what he is, an average human being who doesn't do anything for U.S. soccer, but we have other problems. So how do you feel about him being fired? I think he should be fired. And if only we had a CEO at U.S. soccer that could and would fire Greg Berhalter. Wait, you're going to fire me? No. I already fired you. Why are you still here? You know what? I'm removing him from the books. He's never been on the national team. He never coached. He never played for the national team. He's done. I'm taking him off the books. He is done. He's done. Fire him right now. That would be an amazing thing. So Jack and I actually went to San Diego to participate in the Surf Cup 2022. And here's my report of the entire tournament. Here's my notes. Field conditions. Out of a point system of 10. Should we go this way? I give it a 5. It's not Friendship Park. Crap. All right, hold on. Okay, go. But certainly not reach 11. So 5. Level of play, 5. It's more rec than elite. Soccer in this country is not getting better. Not all the talent is like everywhere. It's just not all in one place. It's more rec. Surf Cup is now rec. Location 10. 10? Yeah, 10.
Beautiful weather right next to the beach. It's perfect. Love it. Professionalism. 8. The hospitality tent is legit. Oh, there it is right there. Show the hospitality tent. All you can eat food. I don't even know. It's legit. Got a wristband. Hooks you up. And then called coaches. 7. There's a lot of them. I saw UNLV. There's a ton, except during the U.S. versus England game. None of them were there. And then scheduling. 6. So if you were scheduled like Jack's game during the U.S. England game, they're about to score.
Oh, we're good.
Is that
was
Excel
Connor.
scored? Oh, Connor. We want Connor.
I was off. Just kidding.
Anyways. So we're going to go recruit Excel now. But yeah, scheduling if you're scheduled during a World Cup game. Not good, but there's no lights out here, so they have to just get the games in. But this Qatar screwing everything up once again. That's my report.
That is my report. And so I went through Change Cam reviews. Thank you. I created a 10-point system to rank teams, their parents, their coaches, all that stuff. So it's kind of like a Dave Portnoy pizza review. So these are team reviews. And here's a team review I did real quick. Got a 4.4 out of 10.
I might make this my thing and do a true rating system like Got Soccer. Got Soccer's crap, because it really doesn't show you the problems that we see. I'm at Surf Cup. I'm on field 13. It is Sunday final. And we have San Diego Surf ECNL, ECNL, versus San Juan Lightning ECNL. I've been watching for a while. The first problem was parent coaching his son, telling him how to kick it, watch out for certain divots and stuff. That automatically gives you a 2-point reduction right there on a 10-point scale. So connecting passes, thinking, this is, both teams are truly wreck. So they can't go higher than a 5. So they're gonna get 4.8. So San Diego Surf ECNL 06, San Juan Lightning, both programs, 4 points.
Yeah, and I'm sticking to that. So 4.8 out of 10. And I created a level of 5. So if you're above a 5, it's more competitive. If you're below a 5, it's rec. And there's a lot of rec there, and I did a lot of evaluations. And it was just on the men's side over there. But I would imagine on the other facilities where I didn't have a chance to go watch the girls playing, I would imagine it would look a little bit like this. No. It's Play Violence Girls Soccer. Get her. Nice. Yeah, so that's what I imagine it be like. And why is it? Comment, let me know. Why is the violence with girls soccer like that? In the men's side, that'd be a yellow or red or something like that. Not the girls. It's like, play on. That's okay. Break your ACL. That's what we do. And yeah, it's very violent. So I need to move on with this show and get on to why people are even tuning in. It's about these showcases. For years, these showcase tournaments have been profiting off parents' lack of understanding how players advance to the next level. And by the time they figure it out, the kids have aged out of the youth system and the next set of new parents come along. What are we doing?
What are we doing?
We don't know what we're doing. U.S. men's national team, they're done. And it's sad. They're not getting better. But back to everything about these tournaments. Before we start the process of understanding how these showcases really work, I want to point out that players do get identified and recruited at showcases. To say otherwise would be a lie. But let's also point out that the cost of these showcases and the cost to participate with these travel teams deny many talented kids from participating because of cost.
How dare you!
So what we see at these showcase tournaments are average teams because of the cost. You have to organize a team with players that are good, but more importantly, can afford all the travel costs. Here's a text from a parent who will remain unnamed. Says, the costs were the following for his family of 2, but parents and then 2 children. 2 children participate in the Surf Cup. And this is what he says it costs. $700 for the hotel, $600 for a rental car, $1,250 on food. And he mentions in that $450 was the Thanksgiving dinner, $300 in gas. And then they bought some sweatshirts at $140, grand total of $2,990. Now that seems excessive, and it probably is. So let's just say, let's cut that in half. You like did some trickery and you decided to sleep on the beach, which would be a great idea. And it was $1,000. Let's just cut $2,000 off there. $1,000 for a showcase tournament. Now the Thanksgiving tournament, there's a lot of average play as teams because it's Thanksgiving. A lot of players did not show up, so the clubs had to like grab players. So they mixed in a bunch of players just to fill the void of the roster, and you don't know what you're getting. You'll have some good players, you'll have some average players, and it's a problem. And you won't see good soccer. And so the top players, it's hard to identify them because no one's passing the ball to each other. But in the fields at Surf Cup, garbage. Right, Jack? I think.
Yeah, the ones we played on, pretty bad.
Yeah, speaking of playing on, you missed a bike. So I was commentating right by his field doing evals. Let's see. I don't know if we capture it, but I saw it. Put that video in. Let's see if we can capture it.
Let's see how they do.
Yeah,
El Rojo just tried to do a bike.
Yeah, you can see me on the ground though.
It was special needs. It was nothing that you would want to see twice. Maybe that's why college coaches aren't surrounding this field, because you have weird bicycles like that.
Yeah, it was a weird one. And nice try, El Rojo. But the grass looked good right there, but at the field, it was just like...
It's like bouncy.
It was bouncy, choppy. It was hard to play. So the soccer wasn't nice to watch, we'll just say. Now, I do have another video, I think, of me doing an eval.
Doing what?
How many videos do I have for evaluation of teams? Is that supposed to be up?
Valuations.
I do an evaluation.
I don't know what that is.
Like a team sucks and I give them a 6.2 or 4.4. I already did that one.
Yeah, you're right.
There's another one, isn't there?
I don't think
Yeah, like right there.
Oh, first rankings.
Rankings. Here we go. Here's another ranking report.
So, yeah, this is not fun to watch. So Apple Valley Storm 06 Academy, you guys get a 4.1. Can't go above 5 because you guys are wreck. I'm not saying all the kids on there, but as a team as a whole, yeah, parents, all that, lack of education. 4.1. DMCV Sharks 06 ESNL Red with the Rah Rah Dad. You guys are going to go 4.2. Because I like how the coaches were just chilling the sideline. They're like, we have no control. And this is why I hate when we have coaches on one side, parents on the other. They should hear what they're saying. It's gross and disgusting. All right, that's my report. Sticking with it.
Yeah, so it's very average talent. But going back to the cost, I had my son Jet interview a parent about the cost of parking. Let's put that video in.
How much do you pay for parking?
What was it? $12? I think it was $12. Yeah.
Hit the mic in his face.
Ah.
Let's see, but we bought the pass, so we saved $1. Anything else?
He saved $1. That's $12 a day parking. But since I was a college coach, I had the wristband, so I got in free. So I saved some money. So the teams were mixed with very, very talented to below average talent. It was very mixed. It doesn't give what we really need to see. And we cannot truly develop players and for the future if it's always mixed like that. You know, you have to bring a bunch of rich families in that are very average. Not saying people with money can't develop, have household full of soccer players that are technical. That's not true. But there's a lot that's not. I would also like to point out this. In order for a showcase identification tournament to continue making money, they must continue fanning the flames to the parents' fears by exploiting the many white lies of the great exposure they provide and why you must pay more and more each year. And guess what? There's always teams and clubs willing to continue into this expensive tournaments like the Surf Cup. So here are the 3 white lies that these showcases provide you. White lie number 1. And when I say white lie, it's like, it's a lie, but it's kind of true. Lie. So number 1, when you go to a showcase, you will be looked at by 50 to 100 college coaches who will see your kid play and take serious notes and do an evaluation of the players to be recruited. The truth. Coaches go to college showcases and attend specific games based on relationships with clubs, coaches that give honest recommendations in the past that they're proven. Coaches have already known who they are recruiting based on homework done prior to the showcase. So here's my suggestion. Network prior to the tournament by letting the coaches know you're attending and your schedule. Also state you're wanting to attend their school. Have a highlight video included in your email. Also have, very important, have your club coach contact the desired school or schools you want to attend. Hopefully, you have a club coach that will be honest with your abilities and let you know that you are capable of playing at said university. So that's very important. Have an open relationship with your coach. A coach that will say, you know what? I know you say you want to go to Stanford. You're not of that level. You should be looking at, some maybe Division II or lower level Division I programs. You need good communication like that. So at least they're honest about it. And then you have a better indication. So it's very important that the team prior to going, that you organize your thoughts about who do you want to be seen by and those things. Because you can make communication with them because they do list them on the website. So white lie number 2, attend as many showcase tournaments to increase your chances of being seen. The truth. That's not a smart thing to do. Either you're good or you're not. If you're good, coaches talk. Club coaches that can identify players and let university coaches know they have spotted talent are extremely valuable. Club coaches typically want to help with the recruiting process to network themselves as valuable. This will ultimately advance them in their profession. So be good, be technical, and be identified. The idea that by going to a bunch of college showcases to get good exposure is a joke. Not saying it's not possible, because sometimes you're in a situation that, switch camera views, you're in a situation of you go to a showcase, go to another one, and then you're actually playing a really tough team. And then I heard this from another club coach say he had some girls on his team. They're playing a top team in Utah. Which team were they playing? They're playing, what's a good team in Utah?
I don't know any team.
Celtic. They're playing Celtic, and they do play good soccer, and they produce a lot of players from Salt Lake. And they ended up playing against them and actually did quite well, tied them, and showcased a lot of players. And they were seen because there was a lot of college coaches looking at the Celtics. Now, if you're in that situation, it's very good. But you're also run the risk of playing a game on a crap field like at Surf Cup during the U.S.-England game. Yeah, it's going to be hard to get looks. And you play one game a day, and you're scheduled to play during the U.S. versus England. Well, that kind of sucks. So there's a wasted day, and there you go. So I guess maybe do a bunch of them. But the most important thing you need to know is you just got to be good. If you're good, I promise you, if you actually are good, if you're technical, you can handle the ball under pressure. If you do those things, you'll be seen, and people talk. I mean, it's the craziest thing. I mean, how Maradona was identified was word of mouth. Before social media, before cell phones, all those things, it was word of mouth. So either you're good or you're not. It's that simple. So put time and energy and money, if you're going to spend that kind of money, into becoming technically proficient in such a way that you can actually handle the ball in pressure situations. What a waste of money. $3,000. That's insane. Yeah, so that's the case. White lie number 3. Showcases are the best way to get seen. The idea that showcases are the best way to be seen or only way to be seen is false. Lie. Stupidity. Don't buy into it. Coaches go to network, so should you. So if you were going to use a situation of going to a showcase. Now, I'm a college coach. I went and I networked with a lot of coaches. I was talking to the Sacramento State coach. By the way, he's been there 39 years. He was a coach there when I was playing at LMU when we played them back in 1997. That's kind of like the conversation we're having. And I got his information to be able to send Phoenix College players there. So, I gained that relationship. I met the new LMU coach, Kyle Schmidt, Ziggy's son. He's now he's associate head coach, but he's taken over the program. I met the San Diego State coach and all that. And we were just talking. We were watching the game. We were networking, talking about, talent. And then some coaches came by and let them, hey, what about this player, kind of thing. But it wasn't like the players there. They're just sitting there enjoying the sun. In San Diego, it was too hard to see. And I did receive a comment from a university Division I coach say this was the biggest waste of time because the fields were garbage. So I don't know why, but they were. So it's hard to, watch someone play when the ball is rolling up and bounces, 6 inches to 12 inches up in there. And that's why it bothers me that when you have coaches or trainers, they put ladders on the field of play and just create divots when soccer is supposed to be played on the ground majority of the time. Not all the time, majority of the time. Can we have flat surface? No. But here's my suggestion. So do what the coaches do. They're there to network. It's way before the showcase. So what you should do before any college showcase, email the school you have interest in with a highlight video. 2, attach a resume, who you play for, what position, your schedule, and your academics, of course. Have your coach contact the school prior to. Ask your coach to BCC you, blind carbon copy, so they know, so it went through. And and that's what you're paying for, right? Correct? That you need to let the coach you're paying monthly dues to these coaches. Have them do some work on that end. Or at least, put yourself in a situation they're asking you, like asking you certain questions like, I don't think you think you can play this level, and, stuff like that. And you guys at least have a conversation. How good are you? And accept feedback, please. But so showcases, it's way too much money. And Thanksgiving is the worst because so many kids will drop out day before because family is more important. And I heard a family, talking like, we can't even schedule vacation. We can't even schedule spring break. We're always in these tournaments. And this is a rec team, by the way. I mean, they could not connect 3 passes on purpose. But they're on these showcases, but they're not getting better. I don't understand these coaches' unwillingness to teach technical play, or at least try to be technical so you can actually develop versus got to win. Why do you have to win? You're at a showcase the kids. No, got to win, bypass the midfield, get all the way up, yell at the referee, manipulate the sideline, do whatever you can, ask for the time to be, get the game to end early so you can get the win and the 3 points or whatever in a 1 game per day tournament. What? Are you kidding me? That's crazy. Now, it's so crazy. On Sunday, there's typically fights. And at Surf Cup, we had a fight. Hey, throw that fight in. It's from my camera. This is 06s, right?
Yeah, that's the team we beat. The orange team's the team we beat in the first game.
Was there any red cards thrown?
I don't think the refs saw most of it.
All right. Well, that was a brawl.
Yeah.
So that was what we typically see, but it's not. You just got to be good, and we are in a situation where soccer is so bad. I'm sorry, Surf Cup, and I get, it said ECNL. It was so bad. It was gross. It was hard to see anything, but no one's trying to play a certain way. What are we doing? You have to win Surf Cup. You got to, versus just play the right way. Like, can the tactics be a little bit better? Can the back line connect some passes? Can the goalkeeper touch the ball at all like they do in the World Cup? I mean, I don't know what we're doing. We're not developing anything in this country. It's the same. It was the same 10 years ago. Nothing's changed. And you wonder why the U.S. men's national team didn't advance. and they have no creativity whatsoever at all. It's gross. No one can solve problems. We have no Messis. 200 and how many millions are in the United States? 250 million, and we can't produce a Messi? How's that possible? Oh, I know why. Because we ruin them. We don't let them dribble. How dare you dribble? One, two-touch soccer.
How dare you?
That's right. Well, any questions?
Well, we have some like comments.
You already put them in the show. Anything worth talking about? Are we missing any videos that we should have put in? Did we get all those in?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got them all in. And yeah, and that's our average show. And I've been off air on. I was traveling last Sunday. I was going to do on Monday, and then cameras weren't working. We got a lot of problems, but we got new stuff. Jack has a new mic arm, and we got new lighting, and we're supporting Japan. When's Japan play? Tomorrow?
Yeah, I think they do. Gotta check.
Yeah, we should check. But that's our show. You can find us at iHeartRadio, Google Play, iTunes, or wherever else podcasts are found, or go to CoachCameron.com for direct access to content that hasn't been updated in weeks, months. But we'll be back next Sunday, 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, live. We'll be here. You forgot to do Megan Rapinoe. Can we smash her real quick? God, there she is. Megan Rapinoe, how dare you come on my show? I'm going to smash you so hard. I hope Megan enjoyed all the money that the men's national team gave her. Did she get that money? She's not good enough to be on that team. She needs to be cut. She needs to be cut. And the women's national team's playing this summer, right?
I believe so. We just got a question too.
What's that?
Michael says, how as a coach do you go against what's wrong in our country as far as development goes?
How as a coach do you go against?
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you mean? I always go against. I mean, so I coach Jets team, and we had some games this week. And the other day, someone from one of our parents that'll remain nameless sent an email complaining we didn't play enough games. And I'm like, okay. And by the way, the last 6 games we played, the last time we played was October 29th. Before this tournament we were just in, we've given up like 15 to 20 goals per game against us. And it's painstakingly hard to go. I get so stressed out when I head over to my son's games. Anyway, so we go to a Christmas Angels tournament, playing teams of our level, I guess. And we win on Friday night, and then a parent came up to me and because we won, and was like, "Good game, your team did so great." I'm like, "It's not my team." I'm like, "It's your team." Because if it was my team, we would be playing a lot different. Because the sidelines are, do that, oh, go Central, they're going crazy. So is it my team? Or is it the collective? Is it our team? It's definitely ours, but it should be my team. And once it becomes my team, and I'm allowed to let the players, be directed by me versus 52 people. And then we won again on Saturday, and then it got rained out today. So, but yeah, and our players did some good things, and we have some talented players, but it doesn't take much for Jets team to just like go from really good to really bad because of stress, anxiety posed by all the other coaches that aren't me. Parents. Holy cow. And they're all freaking out on the sideline. They're just freaking out. And especially when I arrive, I come, and if I'm on the sideline, it's just kind of like they're always nervous because I lose my mind when they speak. I just don't get it. I'm like, we need a clap for it. What are you clapping for? You already know what you're clapping for. I want our kids to think The players need to think, and it needs to be mandated. We need a bunch of coaches to have some conviction in their life and just dictate to their parents. And it's uncomfortable. It's so uncomfortable. I get it. I'm right there. I'm in the trenches with you. Suffering. Well, in order to suffer, you have to fight against the and all the parents. They're the same way. They're like, oh, we got to win right now. And it gets so stressful, and they get all emotional. And I'm just like, just chill out. Let the process happen. Let the kids fail. I don't know if that answered any of that question, but I'm fighting, and it's nerve-wracking. Are we done?
Do you want to answer one more?
Sure.
Zachary says, how important is girls ODP SoCal, which I think is a club in today's game?
Yeah, ODP SoCal. So the ODP, there's Northern ODP, Northern California, and Southern. I think it's important because it's free. I think if I understand this correctly, ODP in Cal South is free, and that would make a lot of sense. And when it's free, you don't deny any population not available to participate, especially if they have better players from those that can afford to go to Surf Cup. Yeah, it's extremely important.
That's it.
Well, there was another comment popped up. What was that on the bottom?
Well,
did you put it in?
I don't think you'll know about it, but Nathaniel says, why did they put few, I don't know how to say that, in best of the best?
In best of the best? I don't know.
That's the number one little.
Futeca! I don't know. Did you put all the comments in?
Most of them.
Everyone should have the opportunity. Once they put a comment, they should be part of the show. Well, that's all I got. But we'll be back next Sunday, 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. If you like a topic or anything that you would like to discuss on this show or a certain guest on the show, let us know. And just go to coachcameronpodcast@gmail.com. Email me, and I will put it on my show if it makes sense. Other than that, I'm done, and I have a long day tomorrow. Peace out.